Yo, what's going on YouTube? Welcome back to another video. And today, you feel me, got like a little documentary type of vid on my boy Bloodhound, Lil Jeff. For me to say the rapper who killed 11 people. Like, I ain't gonna lie, I ain't know bro was on that for real. Feel me? So we gonna see what it's talking about. And yeah, I had to take y'all with me. Come on now. Y'all family. Y'all gonna watch it with me, bro. So with that being said, feel me? You already know the deal. Like the video. Comment what y'all think. Goddamn, turn on noties and subscribe. Let's get straight to it, man.
Has always mattered in hip-hop. If you say something, there's a sense that you need to be able to say it verifiably. But it seems like this is only unique to rappers.
I heard he had died
After all,
recently
it's not like
too.
anyone asked Freddie
RIP,
Mercury of
bro.
Queen, Tom Jones, or Johnny
Shit
Cash
crazy,
if
bro.
they really killed people when they claimed they caught bodies on songs. Yet, in the warped world of drill music, the more dirt you do, the more lucrative your rap career becomes.
Facts.
However, there's two sides to becoming infamous. Because while it may bring you success in the short term, the notoriety of being a famous shooter makes you an even bigger target in the streets, and might mean that you
Also
aren't
facts.
around to savor the work you put in to make your life better. And for this Chi-Town gangster, he was too far gone to ever be redeemed. It's your boy Luesta, and this is the horrifying story of Bloodhound Lil Jeff, the drill
Yeah,
rapper
go
who
fuck
took out
with his
11
vid, go
people
fuck with his
before
channel,
passing on
all
in
that.
just as violent a fashion himself. Raised by a single mother in Chi-Town, Jeffrey Harris never had it easy. In fact, he was almost capped inadvertently at the age of 14 when his house was shot up due to his older brother's own gang ties. Meanwhile, his father, who wasn't around, allegedly had ties to 068 C Block. Hailing from 79th Street and Maryland Avenue on the east side, this is Black Disciples territory. And eventually, Jeff threw caution to the wind when his dreams of basketball were over.
I was 16. I was trying to play basketball, but that's around the time I ain't make the varsity team. So at 16 was when I was realizing this shit real. I don't know what the I'm gonna do. Cause you know, after that point, it's like once you don't make that team, it's over.
Left with no direction, he soon found himself in the waiting arms of gang life. Founded in
That's crazy. That's really how it be, bro. Motherfuckers like, I mean, some people of course grow up into the shit, but like, bro, a lot of niggas be having dreams and aspirations, bro. And then that one thing, that first little failure is just like, damn, I don't even want to do this shit no more. Boom, end up in the streets, straight like that. Yo, life is written already. Feel me? Like, that shit is crazy as hell. And another thing I wanted to say, I really don't know nothing about Chicago politics, none of that for real, you feel me? So, hey, I'm learning in this video, y'all learning with me. Feel me? Yeah, come on.
2015 as an offshoot of gangs known as Braindead and Drill City 079, Lil Jeff swore allegiance to the Bloodhound crew when he hopped off the porch at the age of 18. Pitted against enemies like BKN, Trap City, 800, and the 8-Tray Mob among others, Jeff put the same level of dedication he once gave to his hoop dreams to terrorizing his ops. From his earliest days as an affiliate, he flagrantly waved guns, bragged about robberies, and insisted he wasn't scared of anyone.
I'm gonna show y'all who just got his ass cooked. That nigga found mad. It wasn't him, but it was his number. I'm gonna show y'all, look.
First he had on.
It's him right here. Ooh,
Now
I see his
1500
He ain't had none of this shit.
What the burst was that?
Man, look, we
Rolls.
exposing this nigga, cuz his ass is
Show
fucking.
that bitch. I mean, we got an AP already, Scone.
I'm having my way in Chicago, Illinois.
Now
This
we got
shit
another rose.
Hey man, get them people their shit back. Psych.
Them that should never been trying to kick it down Atlanta Green.
Damn.
That's it, $10. That cost him his whole hustle career. Everything he worked hard for. The cost lost all
He tried
$10.
to
However, in a world where some individuals do this without having any genuine commitment to the cause, this certainly wasn't the case with Lil Jeff. In fact, he didn't even seem to care if he got imprisoned, considering he literally attempted a drill on IG Live.
Tell that bitch tweet.
That's crazy as fuck.
That bitch was just tweaking.
Despite his young age and lack
What
of
the
experience, Jeff quickly became a
Oh,
key player in the
live?
gang. The turning point came when his close confidant Z-Money was taken out in what was believed to be a backdooring hit. This killing shattered a decade-long truce between Bloodhound and Trap City, igniting an all-out war. For Jeff, this was a pivotal moment, the point where he officially declared open season on his enemies.
I'm taking the killing school. Class start next week, you gotta at least have 2 bodies though. For I ain't coming with no. If you ain't got shit, I can't work with no beginners. For.
Yeah, killing school is crazy.
You gotta at least have a 2. I'm gonna give y'all 2 minimum. A 2. I'm gonna start at 2 minimum, cause y'all know where I'm gonna start at 2 minimum. Now I'm just doing it for a tradition. I'm gonna start at 2 minimum, man. 2, you gotta have a minimum of 2. No, anything, you gotta have minimum. 2. You gotta have a minimum of 2 of them bitches to come to school. You gonna sit your dumb ass in this seat, and whatever I say, do it. If you do anything scary, bitch, I'm smoking.
Within a matter of months, Jeff would allegedly rack up 10 bodies, even commemorating this grim milestone with a tattoo. Jeff would
I say, do it. If you do anything scary, bitch, I'm smoking.
Within a matter of months, Jeff would allegedly rack up 10 bodies, even commemorating this grim milestone with a...
Hold on. Oh, my brother, man. What? 4. That's 9. That's
tattoo. Some of their identities are still debated, with names like Lil Gutta from Hit Squad, Clay and Crew from H-Ray, and a 33-year-old known as Black from the Evans Mob, frequently mentioned by so-called Chiracologists. However, there are some that Jeff did his utmost to prove that he did, while stopping short of handing himself to the cops. First off, there was the murder of Trap City's Leal. In June of 2023, Leal got into a lift on the 1300 block of West Taylor in Little Italy when Bloodhound pulled up and unleashed gunfire, leaving him dead on arrival at the hospital. In the aftermath, the driver Robert Smith opened up about the horrendous attack.
Smith says he hit the gas when someone standing outside of the car started shooting. He rushed going to the hospital where he was pronounced dead.
I was running stop signs and intersections to get away. So at one intersection I had to stop because there was a car coming through, and then I turned to him and said, "Hey, I'm going to take you to the hospital." And he said, "Okay." Then the next time I stopped, I had to stop at a light because there was 2 cars coming through the intersection, so I couldn't run it immediately. And I looked back then, and he wasn't moving anymore.
Although no arrests were officially made, Lil Jeff hopped online immediately to claim responsibility.
Go ask my ops that Michael Drake put shit in park. Go ask my ops that Michael Drake his ass ain't making fuck. Go ask my ops that Michael Drake his ass ain't get out that car. You know that? I was right there. You know that?
And from there, he continued to antagonize his foes by reenacting the scene for his own amusement.
Go, bitch, we set shit up. When I ran up on that car, his ass was up and he...
While this brutal crime cemented his reputation, his most infamous act came...
Bro, like, it's so crazy to me, bro. Like, niggas really be out here killing motherfuckers and then trolling about it. Like, he posting this shit on TikTok and IG as if it's a trend or something. Literally reenacting how he just faced, bro.
Came on January 26th, 2024. The double murder of 2 high school students who go by the name of Montario Monty Williams and Robert Lil of rival gang BKN. Reportedly, the tensions were prompted by an attempted robbery that he escaped.
Have someone ever tried to take like some of your belongings from you?
Now listen, I ain't gonna lie. A nigga did run off on me before. I will tell you that. Niggas did what they did.
What, he zeroed you on the move or something?
Yeah, basically.
That happens to the best of us, right? We all been finesse.
Yeah, his ass ran off and it wasn't about shit.
We done all been finesse, bro.
Get a little shit.
That's what comes with the streets.
Shit wasn't about nothing at all. I'm talking about at all.
Believing BKN to be responsible, Lil Jeff swore to get his revenge. On that fateful day in 2024, Monty and Lil Rob were outside Innovations High School when masked assailants hopped out and let off shots. After they were both hit multiple times in the chest, Monty and Lil Rob died at 17 and 16 respectively. These killings shocked Chicago in terms of both the scale of the broad daylight assault and the age of the victims.
Under this CTA elevated platform near Wabash and Washington in the Loop, where police say 2 teen boys, a 16 and 17-year-old, both students at Innovations High School, were shot and killed, fear piercing through the busy midday.
We was supposed to get out of that from 12:50, and then they started shooting. They was like, can't nobody go in, can't nobody come out.
It happened shortly before 12:30 this afternoon. Police say 6 students were walking out of the school after classes were dismissed when a car and SUV, both dark in color, pulled up.
And a group of individuals exited said vehicles, fired multiple times, striking 2 of the teenage students of Innovations High School.
But for Jeff, it was just another thing for him to boast about.
I feel if I get mad enough, the shit will start happening. I went black for like a week, and poof. Gotta go after that one. Poof. I came back. Poof. I don't live them niggas though.
Elsewhere, in his newly launched rap career, Lil Jeff made reference to turning Za into Za, referring to another moniker for Monty.
Bitches wanna eat dick cause they know I smoke pot. We really spank shit, turns out into Za. Damn.
Suddenly, Jeff became a rising name in Chicago, and as he transitioned into music, his notoriety only fueled his buzz. But with his growing legend came an ever-expanding list of enemies. While he's often recognized as a rapper, it's important to note that Lil Jeff's music career was incredibly short-lived. His earliest tracks like Can't Beat Us only surfaced about 2 years ago, but with his name now carrying weight both in the streets of Chicago and on Reddit as an active shooter, his Stepping in Blood mixtape soon got immensely popular. Soon enough, he was getting calls for interviews where he became cryptic about the exact activities he was up to on the streets.
Cause they said Bloodhound Lil Jeff got 10 bodies. I said, okay, well he can't be in Iraq then. This nigga must be, you feel me, in the UK. You know what I'm saying? So we definitely want to get to know the Bloodhound Lil Jeff story today. Can you start by telling us where you from?
Chicago, you know what? East side of Chicago. East side of Chicago.
However, it's clear that he leaned into the image whenever he got the chance.
So, okay, so you got this reputation, man. You got this crazy reputation.
Shit.
Feel me? How do you move through Chicago? Do you feel like you probably got a target on your back?
Hell nah, these niggas scared, man. I'm outside every day, they ass ducking. I never see people on live dropping my low, showing their ass where I'm at.
We be outside every day.
I be from up everywhere you could think of.
Soon, Lil Jeff's legend continued to expand, with speculation growing that he wasn't solely active in Chicago. In both his own music and that of his allies like Lil Scoom, there were lyrics hinting at him and Q50 operating as hitmen.
It's wild. And then the even more crazy thing about Jeff and Q50 is that, you know, allegedly they were doing hits for money in another city. So there's a whole bunch of lyrics that they've got talking about, I'm in Milwaukee taking hits for hits for paper, doing hits for change. And only since my documentaries came out, there's been a new theory on Reddit that there's basically was a triple homicide in Milwaukee that people are saying, yo, this is the one where Jeff and Q50, they were paid to kill one guy and they ended up killing 3 guys. And then there's a bunch of lyrics where Jeff and Q50 have these little bars where they're talking about my first hit was a 2 for 1. I'm in Milwaukee doing hits for the change. My first hit wasn't a regular hit. It's actually crazy. These guys are taking it to a whole nother level, and you can tell that they idolize Von.
As wild as it sounds, this theory was backed by Jeff appearing in Milwaukee rappers' music videos, along with artists like K-Rax paying tribute to him on Instagram.
Who's the Big John Wicker son?
Although he believed the city was beyond saving, Lil Jeff insisted that no matter how much success he gained as a rapper, Chicago was the only place for him as long as he had unfinished business.
How can we make Chicago a better place?
You can't. This shit f***ed up. Yeah, that's how. If you what you could do for now is just mind your business and just that's it. Just stay in your own lane. That's all you could do. But it's f***ed up. I ain't this shit f***ed up. You just gotta get the f*** on. If you can move, go ahead and get the f*** out of here.
Yeah, I know you aspire to move one day once you.
No.
No?
I ain't ducking my shit, boy.
Then you wanna stay?
I love the rap. It's bustin'. I'm gonna move one day though, but not right now.
Yeah.
I got shit going on.
But no matter how ruthless he seemed, Jeff wasn't as cold-hearted as he made himself out to be. Beneath the tough exterior, it was clear that he was self-medicating to cope with the trauma of his lifestyle. At one point, he was even seen snorting a perk mid-interview.
Now I see you over there.
I think I've seen this.
No attention.
We ain't never seen that on DJ UTV before.
A lot of shit you never seen.
Come on, bro. How you can't just
Seeing he was on the
pop it
fast track to
normally, bro?
destruction, some interviewers, such as DJ U, attempted to advise him. But being young and reckless, he wasn't really trying to hear it.
If a student graduates from this school, their future probably not looking too bright.
Wait, what you trying to say?
I'm saying there's only 2 places
So
they
my
can end up
future
being.
not looking bright.
I mean, I don't know if you graduate
what
from the
I'm
school or
saying?
not. I don't know.
It's like, man, just look, is my future looking bright or not?
But I'm just saying, if you graduate from
Oh
a
my
killer
God.
school,
He trying to say my shit ain't looking bright.
no, you're a rapper, so your future looks very bright. But if a young man go to a killer school, you know,
become a rapper and have a bright future. See, there you go, bingo.
Money and be wealthy.
Exactly, you could do a lot. Listen, that shit come with more. Listen, there's a lot of shit behind the scenes that I can't tell you, and that's why I'm trying to skip questions, cause I can't come on. Trying to skip the question. Right. Get the fuck on from this shit.
Besides, Lil Jeff had a pretty cynical outlook for someone who was barely even old enough to drink. For one thing, he was scarily at peace with the prospect of his demise, but the alleged mass murderer claimed that if he did go down, there'd be vengeance.
They say I'm dead, tell them to get back. Oh no, they still finna go spin for me though. They still finna spin for me. That boy hell got caught in rap, yeah or not. Folks say he still finna go spin for me. Whoever did that to me, we spinning on y'all that.
Throwing away souls like dirty napkins is crazy. Talking in pre-death is wild. At least he was prepared to go. Clearly, Bloodhound Lil Jeff wasn't.
It's like obviously niggas be knowing what they signing up for. Feel me? What the life come with and all that. But it's like they just be ready to die damn near. It's just like damn. It's just like a game to them. Like, but it's like it ain't no reset, respawn, none of that, bro. I don't understand why niggas just don't be caring about their lives for real, bro. What did they go through? That's just like I don't even care no more. I don't even care no more. I'm just gonna God do this dumb shit. I know it's either I'm gonna be dead or in jail one of these days, and I'm cool with it. You feel me? Like, what had to happen for that to be good in your mind? You feel me? Like, I don't know, bro. That shit's crazy as hell.
Wasn't scared of going down in a blaze of infamy. In fact, it appeared that he felt there was no way around it once you entered that life. In this sense, Jeff shared the same mindset as one of his rap idols, King Von.
Somebody kill somebody, everybody got family, somebody relate to him or somebody cool with him, you kill him. Now everybody that he was close with is trying to kill you. It's a never ending, or they gonna let's kill somebody close to him.
Right. Hey, how does that end? How y'all stop that?
It don't stop. It's to everybody, all the people that playing the game. It's gone. You see what I'm saying? It's the last man standing. It's either you gonna be in jail, you gonna die, or you getting lucky around this bitch.
Primed to keep pushing as long as he could, Lil Jeff would never back down nor retreat. So when things went left, those in the know saw it as a foregone conclusion. Inevitably though, if you knew Jeffrey, yes, inevitably. And sure enough, in the same year that he was catapulted to fame, Lil Jeff would be taken out of the picture. Considering how much dirt he did in the streets towards his rivals, Lil Jeff was already firmly on their most wanted list. But the situation escalated when he was caught in Trap City during an attempted drill. After chasing his enemies into their own territory, Jeff stormed into a house, aiming to take out an op, only to catch a bullet to the chest. Damn. And although he was rushed to the hospital, it was a little too late, as he was pronounced dead on arrival. The crime scene noted that a male victim, John Doe, was near a sidewalk when he was struck in the chest by gunfire. The victim was transported to the hospital where he was pronounced dead. There are no suspects in custody. A large number of shell casings were located at the crime scene. Lil Jeff was gunned down at just 21 years old, and for his enemies, his death was a cause for celebration.
They say they chop that brain. Hey, twig. Hey, overpaid. What you want? Can't eat this shit. Yeah,
that's crazy.
I gave it
niggas gonna lie. Like, I ain't gonna lie, this is not nothing to celebrate. Feel me? But it's like, that's how you know motherfuckers was really on that for real. Cause if these niggas happy as hell like that, bro, it like I said, it's not nothing to celebrate. But like, come on, bro, y'all niggas happy as hell he gone. Y'all probably not even the ones who did it, bro. I don't know. This shit dumb as fuck. This whole shit is dumb as hell. That lifestyle is dumb as hell. Like, stop, bro. What's up? Like, that shit ain't gonna do nothing for you. Like, this shit, bro, this shit stupid, bro.
Come on, I gave you that. I gave you that. I bet. Pop that right now.
But to so many others like FBG Young, it was a case of a young man striving to be something to the extent that it killed him.
I feel like they die out faster because they just jumping into something, they don't know the steps of it. They just like, okay, jumping in and go off to diss songs and still gotta catch the bus or still gotta ride and catch the Uber and
yeah,
stuff like that. So they don't really know, like, a lot of things can affect you with going that route, especially when you ain't got everything taken care of already. You still a kid when you first starting off anyway. You still living with your mama. You probably ain't got no money. You got gotta take these buses, you fucking with these hoes that fucking with these other people, so it's all stuff could play out. But they not knowing this at the time though.
According to Chirac experts, the death of Lil Jeff was linked to the attempted setup of a man named Trap City Rob.
Literally just like he just said, bro, it be young niggas. My fault for pausing, bro. It's really dumb as hell. It be young niggas, bro, and they just don't be thinking. They just think, oh, I see this shit on Instagram. I see this shit here and there and there. This just what I grew up around. I gotta do this. It's my calling. Like, no, bro. They don't be smart enough to think no other way. They be young as hell, 16, 17. You look in the news, niggas is always them two ages for real. 16, 17, 18. Teenagers, bro, dying. Like, bro, this shit dumb as hell, bro. Come on, bro.
You can see on the video somebody outside, like, talking to their girlfriend or, you know, talking to a person who they just interacted with. And you see him run down and chase the guy in the house. And then you see him flying back off the porch. And then you hear do, 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 do. And the paperwork can say he was hit 19 times in the chest area.
He was shot 19
times. And that's how I think they grabbed Rob for the murder, because it's overkill. It ain't self-defense 19 times. Clearly see on camera that 4 dudes is waiting outside basically to ambush them. Like, I don't think he should be in jail, but in Chicago, they lock up the wrong people. They let out the wrong people, you know, and it's just crazy, man. But Rob, he's still up in there. He's still up in there. He got charged with the murder of Lil Jeff.
Rob was recently picked up for the murder after a witness allegedly placed him at the scene. In a bizarre twist, cops had to use 2 sets of cuffs on Rob's due to his sheer size. But with a lack of solid evidence, he was ultimately released. Rather than boasting about it, he seems more focused on moving forward.
Go ahead, yes.
He's someone I don't want to talk.
You don't want to talk?
Yeah. I trot Rob, what you on, gang?
What you on, gang?
You know, shit, we coolin'.
Yeah.
We right here talking.
As for Lil Jeff's fans, they simply saw it as a case of squandering the potential he had. He jumped off the porch at 18, which means he had nothing to do after high school but hang with the wrong crowd, and went hard in the streets to catch up or prove himself. Having a name as an alleged killer and definitely a robber while moving around like that is like having a death wish. But while most normal people saw him as someone who simply squandered his potential and fell victim to the streets, so
literally, bro, just what I said, bro. They be young as hell, don't got nothing to do. There's no male figures around. They just, bro, just throwing their lives away, bro.
called Chiracologists praised him as a legend.
Is the legions of kids on Reddit who are really like worshiping Lil Jeff for the amount of murders that he was.
What is it called? Jeffology?
Yeah, there's a Jeffology.
They have a Jeffology
subreddit.
They're calling him J-Roy, which I was very into that. Like, one of the most damning things is like this series of emojis that he would put in his captions, in which each different emoji seemed to reference a different person. So like a lot of people have seen this like really traumatic video of basically these 2 high school age kids. They got killed in Chicago. It's been alleged that Lil Jeff was the one who took them out.
As for his homies, the world essentially stopped. In a tribute post, Lil Scoom89 couldn't believe what happened to his fallen brother, saying, "I love you. I'ma be with you real soon." A talented rapper in his own right, Scoom had big plans for life beyond the shy.
Where you want to be at age 33?
Somewhere in Europe in a big ass crib with my wife and kids, so not worrying about shit. My first goal now is get away from him for period, point blank. Like, I already don't be in this motherfucker. Like, what's the point of living here for? Shit, I wanna have kids, gang. I ain't gonna lie, folks. I don't get no how tough you is on my dead cousin grave. What a real nigga scared of, death and fucking jail. My cousin grave, don't let no nigga tell you they not scared of that shit.
But tragically, Scoom wouldn't get a chance to achieve any of that. Instead, he barely lasted a month before he was ambushed and murdered while simply trying to get a haircut. And with that, Chicago Drill was relieved of 2 of its biggest prospects for the future, leaving a glaring hole in the scene.
I feel like if they had some real guidance in their life, like motherfuckers who's really standing on them high, motherfuckers be standing on me and how I stand on my artists, and I feel like Lil Jeff and Lil Scoom, them little niggas they was something to work with. Like, I ain't gonna lie, like they the new generation.
But by the sounds of it, all that despair hasn't stopped 079 Bloodhound from staying active. According to Traplo Ross, their homie and fellow rapper Q50 has recently picked up where Jeff left off. He also argues that if Jeff had survived, he would almost certainly be behind bars by now.
You know, Q50's still out here. He got arrested for a little period of time, but he got let back out, and he's just out here, you know, navigating the streets supposedly with 8 bodies. I don't know how he's not in jail. It's actually kind of baffling, this whole situation. I think if Jeff was here, he would definitely be in jail, facing really serious charges for a number of bodies that he'd allegedly committed and claimed. Those guys made it really obvious for everyone, you know.
In a rare interview, Q50, who spent time behind bars for firearm possession, insisted that he's still pushing on for his brothers in every way.
Okay, how did Lil Jeff and Scoom impact your life?
Alright, so I ain't gonna lie. When I lost my big brother, I ain't gonna lie, that shit, I'm gonna keep this shit a buck. Cause I ain't no more, you know, I ain't no lying ass nigga. That shit hurt me. That's my big brother, it's my everyday nigga. This, we the same nigga, we the same brain. We think like, you know what I'm saying? We do everything together. This, when I'm downstairs sleep, this who coming downstairs, he don't get no fuck if I got a hole in the bed. He gonna come downstairs and wake me up just cause that's my big brother. Can't no any nigga just do that.
Already reeling from the passing of Jeff, he claimed in a moment of real vulnerability that the death of Scoom was the last straw where he was taken away.
Lil Scoom, that was my heart. Cause Lil Bro, the thing y'all don't know about Lil Bro, he had a sweet soul. Lil Bro always smiling. He bring the smile out of me, you know?
Yeah.
So it's like when my little brother died, and it was a month after, I took that shit. I ain't gonna lie, I had to take a minute, like, you know what I'm saying? My big brothers, they had ended up just putting me where, like, not no hospital, nothing. They just put me in a different spot so I could get my mind straight and don't move off emotion.
Later, he revealed that the loss of Philly's YBC duel affected him as well.
He doing this shit genuinely. He didn't want to fave out of nothing. Folks, I ain't like, we barely, when me and Duel get on the phone, we barely even talk about music. It's about how I'm doing right now.
That's fire.
How I'm holding up. If I need anything, don't let my nigga.
In a surreal moment which depicts where we're at with drill, YBC Duel was also a collaborator of Lil Jeff and Scoom's on the track Long Live Jeffrey Dahmer. Now 7 months on from those visuals going live on YouTube.
If y'all don't know, that's the Mr. Disrespectful, something like that. He from Philly, right? From Philly. I think he had passed too. He recently just got killed too. It's, I don't know, bro. Just never end this cycle, bro. And it's not like they bad people, bro. These be real niggas, bro. They be decent, like they minds be there. It's like they know this shit not good, but it's literally, it's what they surrounded with, bro. That's all they think they got. Feel me? I don't know. Something got to change though, bro, for real.
Every single one of these artists has passed on. With the story of Lil Jeff, you see where the worlds of rap and the streets get far too entangled. These days, the more real life dirt you've done, the more it boosts your career. And for Chicago OGs like Tay Savage, who can see how much havoc it's wreaking, hip-hop needs to move on from that era of IG live taunting and dead op dissing.
That's telling. That's motherfucker always talking about telling, that's telling.
Like
Try snitching, you telling on yourself.
But it's not really, okay.
You selling your soul, trying to hope a label gonna catch you or something. Like, alright, now it's cool, like, okay, I can get you probably, like you say, it's art. So I can get you maybe, alright, it's this little stigma right here, let me play on that. But when you talking about real work and you saying like shit that's open, I'm talking about like shit that, come on bro, I get you need some type, like a certain type of image to be the type of rapper that trying to be or whatever, but that's telling. You doing all that police shit, all that's telling. But when you just on that just straight out, oh yeah, we did that, we smoke, cause yeah, nah, that shit goofy, I ain't gonna lie.
Because when that becomes commonplace, it'll no longer yield the same kind of star-making quality. And so, they'll always have to up the ante, and that is a terrifying thought.
And there's gonna be another that's gonna wanna beat Lil Jeff.
Yeah.
So he gonna be like, okay, damn, Lil Jeff snorted that on there. What can I do? I'm gonna throw somebody off a bridge on live.
Despite how Reddit portrays him, he wasn't just some video game character. He was a real, albeit dangerous person, and to friends like JB Bin Laden, his loss was deeply felt.
When did you meet Lil Jeff?
I really like his big brother. That's one of my best friends for real. I know him since he was like really like 6, 7.
What's he like growing up as a kid?
Folks a badass little kid for real. He's a sneaky badass little kid, you know, bro. He'd be like sneaky bad. Everything he did for real, he excelled in that shit.
You got funny Lil Jeff stories?
This one when he was a little kid. Back then we used to have little socks shit, you know, bro was a hooper too. Put his socks on, the little hooper, elite little Nike socks. Them bitches was there. He be mad as hell, face red as hell.
Yeah, that's some real little brother shit.
Long live Lil Jeff, man. Long live Scoom, man. Long live LA, man. Free for now, man. Fuck the ops.
And unfortunately, the war that took his life and countless others shows no signs of slowing down. Recently, JB Bin Laden and his crew barely survived an ambush at a recording studio, an attack that happened while they were being filmed for a documentary by Brandon Buckingham.
These are the final moments I filmed before we exited the recording studio, and were met by 6 masked gunmen who emptied over 60 rounds at us at close range, injuring 4 people.
The shooting happened right outside of studios. As a matter of fact, I want you to come take a look at this. One of the bullets pierced this door, and that's not the only one. We found a shell casing on the sidewalk, the same sidewalk where 4 men were shot.
And in the process, a cameraman was struck in the jugular with a bullet, narrowly escaping.
Well, there's blood all over me. Did I get hit? Or is that my hand? Did I get hit? Oh fuck, did I get hit? Did I get hit? Oh, I got hit.
With promises of new posthumous music from Bloodhound Lil Jeff in the works, it's clear that his legacy will live on. But he could have been so much more. Not to mention that if he never got caught up in this life, as many as 11 others might still be alive too. Stop the violence. It's your boy Luesta, and if you guys want to see more videos about the dark side of hip-hop, you can click one of the videos on the screen. As always, I want to thank y'all for watching today's video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.
W video, bro. W video. I ain't gonna lie, he did that for real. It was tough. Bro, this shit is crazy, and it's literally, honestly, at this point, it's never gonna end at all, bro. It's too, people are too deep in. This shit is never gonna stop. Literally, bro, Brandon Buckingham, his cameraman, almost just died. Random people just doing an interview, bro. Just because the shit just kept going on. They killed Jeff, killed Scoom. Then bro knew Lil Jeff, so you know it's some type of retaliation, or they dissing, woo, you feel me? So it's just gonna keep going. Like Vaughn said, it's people that love this nigga, so then they people gonna try to get at these niggas, then it's never gonna stop, bro. Honestly, I feel like this shit is literally never gonna stop. I can't see it getting better, honestly. And then like yeah, I forgot his name, but he had said like motherfuckers gonna try to one up Jeff now, or try to, feel me, outshow Jeff and do some crazier shit so they think they finna be up there. Little do they know that's just another target. Like they said in the video, it's another target. You finna be, bro, they gonna want you gone. Like, come on, bro. This shit is a never ending cycle. This shit really sad. I ain't gonna lie, it's sad as hell, bro. Shit crazy, bro. But yeah, that's gonna be the end of the video, bro. I appreciate y'all for watching. And go ahead and leave a like, comment down below what y'all think. What else y'all want me to react to? Any other documentaries, whatever. Just let me know. Let me turn on notice and subscribe. I'm gonna see y'all in the next video.